From WNYT Albany, News Channel 13 live at noon begins right now.
Tax day is still months away, but it's not too early to start thinking about it. Some tips when we come back in 2 minutes. Well, filing your income taxes may be the very last thing on your mind right now, but the sooner you start, the better it could be for you. Kevin O'Leary from Marvin and Company Accounting Services joins us now to explain. First of all, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Well, when you talk about this, again, people are probably like, are you kidding me? But if you start early, then perhaps you don't have to be so out of control when it's time to...
Right. I mean, and everybody's nervous about these things, from the people who just have a W-2 to their own business,
right,
to the biggest returns out there. Really, no one likes doing their tax returns. There's a lot of people who get nervous, especially when they do their own return. But now's a great time, with just under 2.5 months left in 2010, to really do your homework and figure out what you need so that it can become a smooth process.
Mm-hmm. So one of the things that you say is make sure you take a look at the home buyer's tax credits. That's if you have closed on a house by now, right?
Correct. That was the big thing for 2010. And it's something that, regardless if you're a quote-unquote new home buyer, it doesn't mean it's your first house. There's some thresholds and phase outs. You could have owned a house maybe 3 years ago, and for example. It's just something that you want to ask your accountant about, something that you want to ask a professional about. Don't assume it doesn't apply to you. But because of all the abuses that came with this new credit, they're now requiring more documentation to go in with your returns. So it's something that you definitely want to keep in mind.
And if you find out now, it's better than going to your accountant and you don't have all of this information.
Right, and especially, without a doubt. I mean, the last thing you want to do, and all of us accountants are the same way, it's really tough to get the cycle moving again when we get your information and find out there's a lot of blanks, and then we have to go back and get more information. So,
what do you mean when you say use the correct name?
Use the correct name. You'd be surprised how many parents have newborns who, not name, but with regards to Social Security number.
Okay.
Especially in the latter part of the year, and when they have a new baby, October, November, December, and they're running around crazy. I can hardly remember my own cell phone number, let alone a 9-digit number for my newborn. And now with the new electronic formats with the IRS, a lot of things get rejected a lot sooner. So you want to make sure we have that number correctly.
You say paperwork organization, just have all of your paperwork together.
Yeah, start thinking now, especially if it's stock sales, things like that. You want to make sure you have the cost basis so that we can calculate the gains or loss correctly, things of that nature. Okay,
quickly, you said who will do your taxes? Because there are people that get all their information and they haven't contacted anyone.
Right, now's a good time to start farming out, looking at some possibilities to see who might want to take on your tax return. You want to make sure that you might need a larger firm for a more in-depth return and things like that.
Okay, we're running out of time, but I like the last thing you say, don't panic.
Don't panic. Everybody does. Just take it easy. Ask professionals. Don't ask your friends. Everybody says that all the time. Find the professionals that know what they're doing, and they'll help you out.
Kevin, we thank you very much for your tips.
Thanks a lot.
And we want to hear from you. If you have a story idea or questions or comments, you can email us. The address is live@noon@wnyt.com.